Hi, I'm Ilona Pitt, and this is Made in the Midlands TV. Our guest today is Adrian Painter, Director of Cadspec Ltd.
Good morning.
Good morning, Adrian. And the topic of our episode today is utilizing 3D software to gain a competitive advantage. But before we go into more detail, could you tell us about Cadspec?
Yeah, for sure. Cadspec are part of Stamford Marsh Group,
Right.
Which is a 52-year-old company now. But Cadspec, we formed that business back in 1989 as an Autodesk reseller. We became a value-added reseller, and today we sit as a gold partner for Autodesk. We head office is Worcester, but we have a heritage in the Midlands. I joined the business in 1992, based in Wolverhampton. Since then, we've had offices in Birmingham and Coventry. So we've got an awful lot of heritage and customers in the Midlands area that we've dealt with on CAD for a good many years. I think our unique offering as far as Cadspec is concerned is we actually employ ex-industry professionals. So we're not IT people that have learned to use software and then coaching people from a textbook. A lot of our application engineers, sales staff and management staff are ex-industry professionals, I say, that have actually worked on the front line. So we're helping to coach customers and guide customers with the best use of the software.
So the real background to what they do.
Absolutely, yeah. We understand the industry. We've got qualifications within the industry, so we understand the pain. We understand where they've come from throughout the whole period of that 28-year history, as well as what's expected from today's market.
Okay, so what changes have you seen in CAD design since 1989 when it started?
That's good question.
Yeah.
and quite a good journey actually. I joined around that time, I say just after. So
the industry's moved on.
Well, back then it was all drawing boards. I can remember going to see companies where there literally rows and rows of drawing boards. People stood up using parallel motions and technical pens and pre-printed drawing sheets, and we helped customers go on that journey from from drawing board into 2D CAD, AutoCAD as it was at the time, and it's been quite a transition. And along that route, we've been talking about changes, and we've been predicting the way people will be using the software. And I think we're actually at that point now. I can look back to meetings and conversations I was having with people in the mid-90s about where we would be. And
it is now all happening.
I can see that we're actually there now, and it's great to be having this conversation about how people are using 3D software, and we're actually at the point now where we've been talking about for the whole of that journey. So from drawing board to CAD, we were talking about really going into electronic lines, arcs and circles. Now that was great for the guys that when they came to edit the drawing, but the feedback we had at that point was, well, do you know what, I could have drawn this as quick as I can do it on the CAD software. And we continue to say, well, that's all and good, but what we need to do now is push that onto the next level. And the next level came from 2D drawing into 3D. And then 3D started to become object intelligent software. So we had intelligent software that understood what you were drawing, it understood the components. We had bi-directional associativity between the 2D drawing and the 3D file as well. So if we edited the model, it would automatically update the drawing. Customers could take bill of quantities directly off the CAD drawing itself as well, which went then into the purchasing department, so they knew exactly the number of components and the quantities of components to purchase for that job. So all of a sudden it started to streamline the design process.
I think it actually does touch upon my next question. So how can you gain competitive advantage by utilizing 3D software that you talking about?
It's all about productivity.
Right.
It's productivity, reducing costs, getting product to market quicker. It's using that 3D file across the entire organisation. Before now, going back to when we started in CAD was all about, and drawing was all about the design office, and then that drawing or that document filtered through everybody else. But now as a 3D file, as a 3D object, it's actually data that's used for the entire organisation. So it could be
in real time, I guess.
In real time, yeah. It's live data. It's actual live data that we can be doing tests. We can be doing clash analysis. We can be doing exploded views to show how something's assembled. It could be used by the marketing department as a visualisation to help sell and drive products as well. So when you're looking at high level 3D software, it's really important that the operators understand the full extent to get to return on investment. There's probably no better time to do that now, as we've entered a new world within the Autodesk suite of offering rental software now. So Autodesk has moved totally away from perpetual licenses, where before now a customer or a company would have to invest at quite a high level to get the full suite of 3D design solutions, and therefore they may have spent or felt they've spent sufficient on the software. They may be blown the budget on the actual software itself and haven't been able to invest beyond that. Well, now we're looking at a rental model. Customers' entry point is far lower. So I would suggest that those companies that
and you can adjust what you need the software for, or maybe different levels of software, or is it just
absolutely we've got training programs that will guide companies into that entry point of 3D design right the way through to high user.
Adrian, how does 3D software sit with the growth of additive manufacturing and 3D print?
Absolutely hand in hand. Because without a 3D design, we can't print. So NetFab will actually look at that and come up with various design solutions. Now, many of those design solutions are really pushing the boundaries of what we would traditionally know that we can manufacture on the factory floor. So it will come up with results that are groundbreaking, but we physically can't manufacture them in traditional methods.
That's right,
So additive manufacturing can. That we can print things that we physically couldn't make in any other way. So again, the two really complement themselves hand in hand.
That's perfect. Thank you very much, Adrian. We've learned a lot about your company. I think you're a true professional in your space.
Thank you.
So thank you for coming to our studio today.
It's a pleasure.
And I'll see you again very soon. Please watch Made in the Midlands TV. Thank you. Goodbye.